gato simolongo endenga ndati bokila loya gato simolongo
Ebomo sangela wache Camille ngela yo campela afeke Camille Ebomo kila wacha osanga cholochi Ebomo kila bomo sanga cholochi
endenga ndati bokila loya gato simolongo endenga ndati bokila loya gato simolongo sasa imoliko wawa sasa imoliko wawa tofole ke yayete au kaya bona mongo imi au kamiboto kinda yukosu au sasa imoliko wawa
uta lo fenda bakunda ngomo tusuma ka lo fenda kuna bakunda ngomo bantu maka pitalo bakitala saji
lo peñalo yaka
ofenya yaka ofenya yaka Nous draaien in Deutsche Demokratische Republik, DDR. Und ich will auch sagen, was ich am Tag gesehen. Immer in Straße, die kleinen Kinder sagen in ihrer Mutter, Mama, Mama, guck mal die Neger. Ja, ich bin Neger, aber du bist Kartoffel. Kartoffel! Quand j'étais gamin, je vivais à Berlin-Est, RDA. Le petit blanc qui me voyait passer disait à leur maman, maman, regarde les nègres. Nègres, peut-être, mais moi, je passais le mur 2 fois par jour. Ich bin ein Berliner, the world is my land. Deutschland is my land. Congo is my land. Frankreich is my land. Japan is my land. Kekena kusosa mambo Kemezolanki. Jetzt ich bin bei mir. Mein Kongo ist wunderbar, aber hat viel Problem Politik. Und die kleinen Kinder hat nicht etwas zu essen. Ich bin eine Kongolese. The world is my land. The world is my land. Amerika is my land. Zimbabwe is my land. The world is my land. China is my land. Cuba is my land. Colombia is my land. Baby. Russian is my land. Congo is my land. Frankreich is my land. This white is our my land. Is my land. Ich bin bei mir in Kongo und in Kongo wie kann 300 Musik ja spielen, ja. Ich bin in Kongolese, wie kann 300 Musik ja spielen, ja. Ich bin ein Berliner, the world is my land. Palestine is my land. Israel is my land. Deutschland is my land.
Mwana waka kena musika siko ngaita na wakota ya ule kana
Ich bin ein Berliner, the world is my land. Ich bin ein Congolese, the world is my land. Ich bin the world is my land. Keke mugawa, keke na kusosa mambu, keke sola nini.
Smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Extraordinary Parenting Show here on PiledriverRadio.com. My name is Rijole Bitata, and I am your host. And today, as always, as every Sunday from 12 to 2, we have an exciting show lined up just for you. Just for you, the community, the parents, the mothers, the children, the young people, and all the professionals that are working out there, making sure that the community and the environment around them is a better place for everyone, absolutely. This is a platform to empower, inspire, and motivate parents and any professional, actually, anyone in the community, anyone that has their best interest at heart, that has good intentions.
Yes, it's been by Mia.
A lot of negativity is going around at the moment. You know what happened last week, and it was happening actually around the world. There's always something happening around the world. There's this negative and positive incidents, or how do you call it? I don't know how to explain that. You know, positive and negative is needed in nature. So what happens yesterday, what happens everywhere in the world, it can be dealt with if we are able to manage our emotions. So let's have a show where positivity is spread, but also real talk is necessary.
This white is out my land. Ich bin bei mir in Kongo und in Kongo wie keine andere Musik hier spielen, ja. Ich bin in Kongolese, wie keine andere Musik hier spielen, ja. Ich bin ein Berliner, the world is my land. Palestine is my land. Israel is my land. Deutschland is my land.
Mpona salaka banzembo eloko ya lisano eloko ya esengo nakovanda na kati ya ndako nakomituna lisumu nini nasali nakomona nyonso pamba mpona boma moto te baloba nyonso mama motema ekobeta nokinoki na faso ya likambo nalembi kotala na miso nazela kaka maya koboma baloba nyonso mama motema ekobeta nokinoki na faso ya likambo nalembi kotala na miso nazela kaka maya koboma mato ye tika na bimisa nazali mosali ya nzembo nakende mobembo balobinga na yembi nzembo mpo baluka moto ya rochero mwana ya tabo nazonga na mboka bayambi ngai na bapeuple banguna baleli balobi toluka kufa liwa ya tabu ezali na maboko ya nzambe rochero mwana ya kongo mokitani ya welo balobinga na yembi nzembo mpo baluka moto ya rochero mwana ya tabo nazonga na mboka bayambi ngai na bapeuple banguna baleli balobi toluka kufa liwa ya tabu ezali na maboko ya yesu rochero mwana ya kongo mokitani ya welo mezima batandiere enanga sabihamo
This is Pile Driver Radio, smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Rijole Bitata, and you are listening to the Extraordinary Parenting Show. Let's get started. I was listening to the radio recently. I think it was the LBC or one of those radio programs, and they were talking about terrorist plans for school, actually emergency plans for schools. And I asked this question to my Facebook friends. Has your school got a terrorist emergency plan? Well, in the school that I work, obviously, all schools have the fire emergency plan where the children actually do drills, fire drills and stuff to make sure that they know what to do in the case and the event of a fire. But what would children be able or have to do if there was a drill for terrorism? Do you think it's extreme? Is this necessary? So has your school got a terrorist emergency plan? If you would like to share what's happening in your children's school, the number to call is 07 516 672 568. And I repeat, 07 516 672 568.
Meben malele lwa na mokoyo mungo na mokoyo yo mungo na mokoyo o mwana nga bolbi amo nde akwande molal makati yenke mekie batandere Inanga sabi amor, inanga sabi amor. Me ben me alele lo kolote yao, kolote yao, kolote yao. Inanga sabi amor. Soki bato baekotuna yo, yebisa te mobali akei. Babendisinga maswa makei, nanga na kati nabengi monano. Nakei nekwatele mambenga, nambandaka mboka ya makita. Bato baekotuna yo, yebisa te mobali akei. Babendisinga maswa makei, nanga na kati nabengi monano. Nakei nekwatele mambenga, nambandaka mboka ya makita. Monano ekokamwisa, mokili ekotambola. Monano ekokamwisa, imao mokili ekotambola. Masumbuku openda maswa malembe, monano ya lisano. Nakei nambandaka kokutana, ilaka topesana kingai na mobutu. Monano ekokamwisa, mokili ekotambola. Monano ekokamwisa, mokili ekotambola.
This is Pile Driver Radio, smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
Good afternoon, this is Rijole Bitata. You are listening to Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. Has your school got a terrorist emergency plan? I posted this question on my Facebook page a few days ago, and I would like to share with you, the audience, some of the parents that actually replied to my post. I have a friend in Canada, and he was, well, actually, I'm going to read what he posted. He said, it was on the news, actually, no, he said, it's really too bad that we are at this point. My boys' school here in Toronto have a lockdown protocol that they practice every month. I believe that they used it in a real situation a few years back. Probably he's referring to the period where his sons are actually new to the school. They've been in that school for just recently, probably less than 5 years. So he's talking about what happened previously. He doesn't know the ins and outs of why that is taking place on a monthly basis. But it's something that is not happening in my school or any school that I know of, as a matter of fact. However, he continues to say, no. Well, I asked him, do they use barricades? Because some schools, they've created this device called, actually, I don't know how it's called, but it's a barricade it's put behind the doors, so that will stop any shooters or any people that are ready to harm the children from coming into the classroom. And he doesn't have that. Well, the school where his sons go to don't have that. But he says that the doors are significant, so I don't think they will be easy to break through. Okay. And then we have Louise. And Louise says, today I spent the best part of 10 minutes under a table practicing the new emergency plan. As a visitor to the school, I thought it very important and welcome in that they actually told their visitors as well. It's sad that we have got to this, however, it's a necessity to keep our children safe. All right, that is proper drill, actually, I must say. And then Anne is saying that the election is over. Then won't be any more. Well, probably she's referring to any more drills, but I think it's necessary, regardless whether you have elections or not. Safety is paramount, but we also need to look at what has caused all this rising in extremism in the first place. Some people want to point out to foreign policies, others want to point out to war and how this war on terrorism has actually created more terrorism. But that's not the aim of the show. The aim of the show is for parents to show, or anyone in the public to show, what is happening in schools in terms of safety. As I said, in my school, there's no terrorism drills, but Luis is also saying that the school it's Oasis Academy, so probably the Oasis Federation actually has that across all the schools. And obviously, she's saying that that was her first drill ever. If you would like to share what practices in terms of safety for your schools, just please share. Call in to 07 516 672 568, and I repeat 07 516 672 568, and we are discussing terrorism, how to keep children safe in the likelihood that we have a terrorist attack in a school.
De kwangai savon mo wana te na sukola ngola savon kitoko lokuta
te
omoni elanda makambo na biso to sukola bilamba na savon omo savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba savon ya kitoko savon ya bilenge savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba andele maboke ayebisinga na sukola bilamba na ngai na savon savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba ewaso mama ewaso Katarina wapi savon savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba andele maboke yebisa bula Tereze mama wapi savon savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba savon ya kitoko savon ya bilenge savon ya kokamwa savon ya bilamba savon ya putulu savon mousse savon.
Just in case you're wondering what music is this, you are listening to Tabule. Tabule is an artist from Congo, and this is from back in the 60s, I would say. This is African jazz. Just to remind you that we are talking about terrorism and how to keep children safe in schools. What drills has your child's school put in place? How are they going to appoint a safeguarding terrorist officer in the same way that we have a safeguarding officer for the schools? Actually, all schools have that. The number to call is 07516 672 568. I am your host, Rijole Bitata, and I'll be with you until 2 o'clock.
Savon ya kitoko, savon ya putulu. savon ya bilamba. Oh, savon mo, savon ya kitoko, savon mo, savon ya bilamba. Savon mo, savon ya kokaba, savon mo.
Oh my
Just listen and spread the word.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. You are listening to the Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. I am your host, Rijole Bitata, and we have been discussing safeguarding drills around terrorism. What happened in the event that you had an intruder going into school or something awful happening within school, any act of terrorism within school? Well, it's something that many schools probably are discussing at this present moment, and I don't think is an easier, a comfortable place to be to discuss. You as people go to work, you send your children to school. Myself as a teacher, I go to work, and I don't not only teach those children, but I just need to look after their safety. So if something was to happen to them in my presence, it would be something awful, would be traumatic, and not that I wish that for happening, or even here in the UK is unlikely. We tend to see things like that happening in the United States, and but unfortunately things are coming closer and closer to this side of the river these days, and yes, so it's something that you don't want to think about as a parent, especially when you are working hard and you are working basically for your children. Many parents, you are a parent, but you can agree with me on this, that whatever you're doing right now is for your children, is to leave a legacy for them. So if something was to happen to them, what legacy, what are you going to be living for? So it's a very, very tough question, tough issues arising at this present moment. And so now as a community, we need to sit down and discuss and plan ways in which we can safeguard children even better. In terms of security in schools, I can tell you that many schools right now, they have the buzzer. They might have some lockpack system where, if you don't know the login system, you don't have a code, you cannot enter the school. But others, depending on the area, they have a much more relaxed attitude towards their safety in terms of building access. That's what I mean, building access. Some schools are easier to access than others. And I know that I experienced some schools when you can actually go through the gates and you can have automatic doors to the office, but then from the office like into the school, that's where the entrance is heavily restricted. It's when you need a code. However, you have playground gates and playground fences, and in this country I must say they are very low. In Spain, I remember that you cannot see the outdoors, the streets, the walls are very, very high, very high. There's no way someone can jump over that fence, and I think some schools, especially primary, should adopt that as well. I remember one of the schools that I was working in a few years ago, and there they had a very low fence, and because some parents and it was also railings, so children could actually pull their hands through the railings, and so the people outside, you will have parents going to talk to their children during playtime, And so strangers could do that the same thing. So some parents complain and they build an extra. Actually, they put a temporary fence around one of those, flimsy materials around the railings, so people could not see what the children were doing. It's something to deter. Obviously, anything, that worked. Actually, that worked. But other schools, other type of parents might ask for tougher, much more solid ways and more deterrent ways in which stop, people uninvited, unwelcome people into the children's environment. So yeah, so now I would like to change the subject slightly. I would like to share something that a parent sent to me sometime this week. Her name is Sabrina Ben Salme, and her children have started a fundraising campaign. And what are they trying to do? Is to raise £2,995. Why are they raising that money? They want to take part in a leadership academy. Actually, let me read to you what the aim is, so you don't have to, you don't just actually they can explain it better than I can, so I need to read it. So our aim: I desire to touch the lives of children and youth by providing them with tools and techniques that will allow them to become their best self. Trey Sean desires to bridge the gap between fathers and sons by working with them via a range of ways to help them form a healthy bond and heal disconnection. So Lachey and Trey Sean, they are brother and sister. So Lachey wants to touch the lives of children and youth by providing them with tools and techniques that will allow them to become a better self or the best self. And then Treshawn wants to bridge the gap between fathers and sons. And she goes on to say, I would really appreciate your support in any way, shape, or form. And I would really love to do something in return for you. So please feel free to message me on Facebook. Her name is Lachey Ben Salme. And she's saying, let me know how I could return the favor. And she's suggesting taking pictures at the event for you, or even a 30-minute Skype coaching call for you or a young person that you know. So their campaign is running on GoFundMe.com. So far, they have raised £320. Their campaign started this campaign was created on the 22nd of April, and the hashtag to this GoFundMe page is an amazing opportunity. So, and also I forgot to read the beginnings. It says, hello family, it's Lachey here, and I recently won this amazing opportunity to take part in an amazing scholarship called the Young Influencers Scholarship. And also, both of them have been actually selected, and they are actually calling on you, the public, the community, to turn their dreams in a reality. If you are someone that wants to support young people and feels inspired by what Lachey and Treshawn are trying to do, just go to GoFundMe.com, hashtag an amazing opportunity, and give whatever you can. And if you cannot contribute, at least share their GoFundMe campaign. Just to also say that Lachey and her brother are based in the UK. So if you are listening from abroad, you can also take part. And I'm sure that they'll be glad and ecstatic to find out that people around the world are actually listening and trying to help them out with their campaign. They have only, actually, I think if I'm looking correctly, they have 14 days to raise the rest, the amount of all the funds. So if you are someone that is in a position to help or share or has a big platform, please do go to the GoFundMe.com, hashtag an amazing opportunity. And I'm going to leave you for now listening to Pepe Calais, chez Chalet Carnaval.
Raja Muyanzi Kalonda Nina Ilene Enrico Kurone Makambo Ama Shama e Papa Kama Matela Libala na yo Tolia Baboti Conseiller Banana Nako Matela Banana yo Mwana kaka mwana Zinga 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 mama Mwana kaka mwana Putito Mama Uy Every Culone Docteur Nianto Niata est mon cher Oli no Fatola Allez, allez Sigei Loakwe tutwa salwe tulubaza Tato mkolongwa twashila na shachikomi Hey bitote wanyiwe
This is Pile Driver Radio, smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
Good afternoon. You are listening to the Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. Earlier on, I shared the GoFundMe campaign of Lachey and Trey, and I would like to invite anyone out there, any young entrepreneur, to share the GoFundMe, actually the fundraising campaign with myself, with the Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. You never know who is listening. And and you never know who knows who. So if you are a young person that is in need to raise funds, just contact me on the show. You can reach me on 07516 672 568. So share your GoFundMe page or any type of campaign with myself, and I share with the community out there. As they say, sharing is caring, and I care a lot. I want to see young people being successful, and also I want to support them in that journey as well. It might not be financially, but sharing contacts is a greatest way to go, and a great way to start. Are you a young entrepreneur leading a GoFundMe campaign? Share it here with myself here on piledriverradio.com. You are listening to the Extraordinary Parenting Show. I am your host, Rijole Bitata, and I'll be here with you until 2 o'clock. Chimbele chimka. Hey, mema
marche oyebisa sheri azoba adrien sita james tiala ye chikesenduka ye Alibaba son, Alibaba son, Malenge, Maele Malenge, Malenge, Mama Lenge Mama.
Smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
Good afternoon. This is your host, Rijole Bitata, and you are listening to the Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. I have some news to share. I spoke about it last week. It's a workshop, Steam Power Workshops, taking place in the East London area. So if you are in East London, Stratford, what else is in East London? Other places. Well, my geography is quite bad when it comes to London. But anyhow, if you are based in East London, around the Stratford area, we have STEAM Power Workshops for your child. So what are STEAM Power Workshops? STEAM Power Workshops are just workshops to get your child into the world of STEM through hands-on experiences. Sometimes science is being taught in a very theoretical way, not much exploration, not much investigation, mainly worksheets in school, and if you are lucky, you might have a lab session depending on the school. But, we want to bring science alive, and the only way science can come to life is when children have an opportunity to explore and manipulate that reality. So that allows them to memorize things better, and also it gives them a sense of what would be if I was a scientist. I think also this scientist idea is well, actually since I was very young, science was a field where it's only for the elite few, and unfortunately you have a lot of people, adults included, and children also, that feel that science is for a certain set of people, and we need to bring down those stereotypes. Science is for everyone. Everyone can become an architect. Everyone can be a doctor. Everyone can be a scientist. If you are listening to this and you are wondering what on earth is STEAM, STEAM is an anagram for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, and the original anagram was STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. But the arts are very important. You cannot leave art out of this field. Everything is intertwined. So we want to show children that no matter how old, no matter what background, no matter your gender, you can also have access to this world. And stats show that is mainly children from your privileged backgrounds, the ones that tend to gravitate towards this field, and we want to end that cycle and bring more diversity into the field. We need more girls and also more people from the communities considered disadvantaged, from the African Caribbean background, and also from those so-called, actually I said it already, underprivileged. I don't want to use that word. It sounds a bit cliche, isn't it? And what is your child going to be learning? Well, your child will be doing cars, flying toys, engineering activities, electronics, robotics, and a little bit of coding. The workshops are going to be led by myself in collaboration with the Academy Achievers. Academy Achievers is an organization based in East London, and they have kindly accepted to work with myself to empower the children in the community. Our logo is, or our motto is, or our aim is to open doors of opportunity to everyone. STEAM Power is a social enterprise. We want to bring social justice by delivering workshops in the field of STEM. So if you want your child enrolled, the workshops are starting on Saturday the 24th of June, and they will start at 1 p.m. The venue is West Ham Grassroots Memorial Park, Memorial Avenue, London E15 3DB. I repeat, West Ham Grassroots Memorial Park, Memorial Avenue, London E15. If you want your child to take part in this, please email Academy Achievers, info@academyachievers.co.uk. And the telephone to contact is 07 8899 07999. And I repeat, 07 8899 07999. The lady that is the coordinator is Paulette Watson. So if you want to drop her an email or if you want to give her a call, please do so. The name of the organization is Academy Achievers, and myself with STEAM Power Workshops will be delivering awesome activities for children age 8 to 16. So if you are in the area or if you want to travel, please check it out. Check it out, definitely. It's all
This
worth
is
it.
Pile
It's
Driver
all for you.
Radio, smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
fois c'est fait fraîcheur et d'autres fois c'est fait grand vent. Faut pas ou jamais quoi, l'amour nous affaiblit, et qu'il y a qui fleurit, toujours plus belle pour moi.
This is Pile Driver Radio, smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
All right, good afternoon. This is Rijole Bitata. You are listening to Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. Now we are discussing, what are we discussing now? We are talking about digital media. There's something that I saw, actually something that I've been seeing a lot. I see on the buses. I used to see on my home at one point when my nephew was living around. And yes, people are, parents, adults in general are getting very comfortable with the idea of having children on laptops, children on mobile phones, children on any device, as long as they don't cry, as long as they are not in the way, as long as they leave parents alone and they are quiet. And even children themselves seem to be happier interacting with a screen that rather than with a human being. What is going on? And what are we going to do about it? I'm going to start talking about what happens in my school with this digital media. I think it's taking a route that I don't particularly like because it's being used as a treat. Well, and it should be more, in my view, it should be more like for a learning tool. And why is it used as a treat, and how is it used as a treat? For instance, it might be happening in many schools out there, or even at home. The child does something that is supposed to do anyway, and is considered to be right, and then that child is being rewarded. Rewarded for what? For something that he or she should be doing in the first place. I don't agree with that rewarding behavior that is a standard. I think we need to reward behavior when children achieve a target, achieve a goal. Doing your bed, doing your homework is not science, it's not good behavior in my book. It's something that children need to do regardless. So we have parents and teachers rewarding behavior that is standard. It's normal for a child to come in on time to school. It's expected from a child that he comes in with the PE kit, with the right equipment, with the right clothing. Isn't it? It's expected of a child that when he comes to school, he follows the school rules. And when he's at home, he follows the home rules. So why are we rewarding that type of behavior in the first place? So now, forget about behavior for a second, and let's look at how these devices are actually taking over our classrooms and our homes as well. This morning particularly, actually I saw two videos. The first one was kind of a mini documentary about the dangers of this digital era, and it was saying that children that spend a lot of time, actually children under 16, not even teenagers, spend an average of 8 hours in front of the mobile phone or laptop a day. And that is a lot of time. A lot of time. Actually, I'm going to correct myself. I'm not sure if it's a day or a week. But a day probably is not, unless they're on holidays, where it could be. But definitely a week. A week, definitely a week. So the video shows how this affects the frontal cortex of children, or actually of anyone coming in contact using these devices, mobile phones and tablets. And what happens, that the way it affects our brains is the same way that cocaine would actually make our brains affect our brains as well. So they're comparing the influence of cocaine to the influence that laptops and all these devices have on our brain as well. So children that are using it could be addicted to using the iPads and using these devices. And I can talk from personal experience because I've seen children that go into a fit if they don't get their laptop, if they don't get the mobile phone, if they cannot play their games online, if they cannot do something online, they get a fit. And in some cases, some children go as far as to hurting adults and hurting their parents just because they want that device. So how can we, how can we turn that around? Well, you tell me if you would like to share your views on this. Please call 07 516 672 568. And I repeat 07 516 672 568. Is the digital era killing us? Is turning our children into drug addicts, into digital junkie children? What are the benefits, if any? What are the negatives? I have to say that there are loads of negatives. And the first one that concerns me the most is that lack of social interaction when that mobile phone, that tablet is actually on display. I had a party at home just the other day, and it was mainly adults, and we had two children. And the parent that brought her children knew that my nephew wasn't going to be around on that day, and so she decided she allowed her children to bring their tablets. The children stayed glued to that tablet for the length that she stayed at my house. Good morning. Hi. Do you want to eat? No. Thank you. You want this? No. Thank you. And they were glued to the tablet for the 3 hours or 4 hours that they stayed. And sometimes we find shortcuts into entertaining children. And I think that's the problem with mobile phones. There are shortcuts to entertain children. But besides entertaining, you have to use these devices as a learning tool. And what other learning tools are out there despite of mobile phones and tablets? I think there are plenty, isn't it? Or probably you say, no, there are not plenty. Well, if you are a young person, probably you disagree with me. But when I was growing up, we didn't have so many distractions around. We didn't have so many. Actually, we didn't have mobile phones. We didn't have tablets. I was I think it was like in year 6 or 7, that the first time that I touched one, and actually was when I was in secondary school when I actually had to use one, and it was even later when I finally got my own computer PC. Things go so fast. It's unbelievable, isn't it? And so now we have it. Now we have children as young as as young as 2, or as young as they are able to sit down and point and choose what they want. They can have a mobile phone in their hands. If you take the public transport, especially buses, probably you have seen parents that are actually giving their mobile phones to their children, and some even have the tablet inside the pram. So the adults are having a conversation, and that young baby there, that toddler there, is having his own lounge retreat inside that pram. And what about looking through the window? What about I spy with my little eye? What about all those games that we used to play and on the bus when there was none of these things around? I think we need to go back to the basics. We need to go back to human interaction. Haven't you noticed that now that we have more of these devices, actually people are not getting along? Don't you see the animosity between certain people, the foul and negative comments on the social media? And yes, things are not getting better if we are not prepared to make some sacrifices, if we are not prepared to say, no, enough is enough, let's regulate things, let's have some control over the things that we see as luxuries and God-sent gifts, which in fact are man-made and come with a lot of, problems. You don't want your child to be addicted, but at the same time, you want your child to be entertained. That is fine. Have some control, have some time management around that device. It's okay if your child uses it, but don't use it as a way of keeping your child quiet away from you so you could do other things. Don't have it as a, don't use it like that, because then you are replacing yourself with that device, and eventually your child will pick up the message and will replace you with that device. So let's find that balance, that common ground. What are you using your laptop for? Why are your children using laptops? Do they need to have a mobile phone? Also, I remember what I saw this morning. I saw this baby, cute little thing, probably about 8 months, not more, because he was able to sit down, probably, yeah, 7 months, sitting down at home. He had a mobile phone in his hand, and out of nowhere, this hand takes the mobile phone away from him. The child is starting, not word of a lie, the baby starts to convulse on the carpet. He goes into a fit. He throws himself into the floor and starts shaking the legs, shaking the head, shaking the hands. The whole body shaking. And then the adults filming this is on social media, filming this, they're having, the laugh, they're crying their eyes out. They're laughing. And I couldn't see anything funny with that, because at the end of the 30-second, ordeal for the baby, they give the phone back to that baby. And guess what? The baby is as happy as Larry again, all quiet, going at this, flicking through the screens. Not that he can read, but never mind. He's flicking through screens and he's choosing what to do and what to watch. And adults around that child, have no power or don't want to take any responsibility for what they're doing to that baby. First of all, when you look at a baby, babies are still developing. Their brains are still developing. That radiation coming from those mobile phones is way, way too strong. I am not an expert on this, but haven't you noticed that after a while of watching a screen, your eyes might start hurting or you might get headaches? What can that do to a baby if you have had the similar experiences as an adult looking at an iPad and looking at a mobile phone? Why would you allow your child to do that in the first place? So you tell me. You tell me if you're a parent listening to this, because I don't agree with this. We as adults need to be more responsible. We need to be accountable. Let's stop seeing things as mere toys. They are not toys. And one thing that struck me as well from another video is that Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple and all that, he was very strict when it came to social media and all this technology device, techno device with his children. He was really, really strict. I'm going to research more about how he managed to keep that balance, being the creator of Apple and not allowing his own children to be sucked into this. Would be very, very interesting to see, because so many parents, are actually dying and saving their pennies to actually buy all these things for their children so they can themselves fit in what society deems successful family or someone that is worth talking to.
Smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
So we are talking digital media. How is that affecting children? I also would like to share with you a visit that we had at our school. We had a group that came with some, an organization that came with some 3D, is it 3D? Or virtual reality goggles and stuff. And it was interesting. I wore that. And after wearing that for a period of probably 3 minutes, the headache that I got was immense. The children loved it, but I didn't love it so much. It was interesting to see that the room turned into an aquarium, that the room turned into the bottom of the sea and all that. But I have to ask, what is the point of all these? What are they preparing us to? Why are we preparing our children, when we allow them to take part in all this, when we expose them to all this. Think about that. Really think about that. What is it? What is coming next? Now we have the goggles of virtual reality. What are we going to have? I want to have the chip of virtual reality where you can just program yourself to live the life that you want through a video game. Sounds scary. Or conspiracy theory. You can call it whatever you want, but these things are not just to entertain us. Think about that.
And good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
All right, good afternoon. This is Rijole Bitata, and you are listening to the Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. If you would like to join the conversation, 07516 672 568 is the number to call, and I repeat, 07516 672 568. You know what's happening next Sunday? Here in the UK is Father's Day, and I would like to share with you two events that are circulating around the community. One event is taking place, actually both of the events celebrating fathers, actually promoting father and son, father and family coming together. That happening. One is in Hackney, the other one is in North London. The first one that I'd like to talk about is the one organized by Courtney Brown from Father to Father. He has teamed up with the prostate cancer, and they are organized, they have organized a family fun day and football tournament on Saturday, the 17th of June. The event takes place in Hackney Marshes Centre in Homerton, E95PF. The event will start at 2 and it will finish at 9 p.m. And on the day, there will be hot food, stalls, bouncy castle, face painting, arts and crafts, dance workshops, boxing workshops, and races. And there's going to be also an award ceremony and the football tournament, obviously. And of course, information, motivational talks, and advice. To get in, adults is £10. Children and young people pay £5, including food for both. And under fives go for free. If you are interested, just go to Father. Let's celebrate fatherhood. Yes, go to Eventbrite. Father to Father, let's celebrate fatherhood. The tickets are there. So Saturday, the 17th of June. And then here on my WhatsApp account, there is another event organized by Mentor Kings. It's in Tottenham, N17. It's called Father's Day Barbecue, Saturday 17th, and starts at 1 and it finishes at 6 p.m. There's going to be free food, and they are asking for £1 donation. And on the day, there will be bouncy castle as well, face painting, fire brigade, glitter, tombola, football, arts and crafts, live entertainment, chess competitions, parents' race, archery, and then we have a few keynote speakers as well. We have Stephen Brown, we have King's Reasoning with Israel Emmanuel, we have music supply by Andrew Brown, fitness drills with HRH Leon, and then archery and multi-sports with Louis Johnson. This event is sponsored by ROPE, R-O-P-E, the King's Peace Treaty, Project 7, Interns Training, Pitches, I Can, R2 Movement. So if you are interested, check it out. Go to Facebook, look for Mentor Kings, and if you want to be part of, take part in this event, is next week Saturday. Both events are next week Saturday. Remember that Sunday is Father's Day, and it's the perfect time to celebrate fatherhood.
Y a pas de mouillé sec. Motopama. Je sais que c'est l'emba. L'empereur KKP. Chiseka. L'homme de Matignon. Philippe Lenoir. Ricofi. Florian Nyokono. Ricofi. VIP. Le président Malik Toé. Sadio Kongolo. Chacho Mbala Khashoggi. Jean-Pipi Pina. Mon général Raus. Mokonza Mapina. Kousma. Papa Paul Maître Lugoku. Les disques durs. Papi Koussom, les prix Nobel. L'insubmersible. Eric Didia. David Monceau. Innocent Bokolo Bango. Cédric Yakovic. Guichou Mayela. Ya Marie-Hélène. Club 144 La Pucelle. Janine. Noah. Eddie Bamba. Mifor Bisselele. José Kongolo Mibeko, Willy Kassongo, Daddy Bichan, José Katanga, Restaurant Nina chez Janine. Nana Pele Pele. Chaka Bandu. Littéral Champagne. Aïs Chature Nokwabana. Sigilo Yei. Bill Gates Cardozo Mwamba. Le professeur Mwinga. Colonel Kanyama. L'esprit de mort. Major Moupépé. Eva Katanga. Jam Jamoul. Ye Micho Kalala. Loamabi. Tony Kabongo. Mayokaba. Lene Populaire. Tumba Masikini. Un grand prêtre. Ya Michel Kabeya. Kabeya Wetu. Eddie Murphy. Plus que Socrate. Théologie. Ya Constant Omari. L'homme moderne. Vieux Golf. Gwemani. Micheline Moudiaye. Joka. Mami Hélène. Le grand saoudien. Adam Bombole. Le bourgeois gentilhomme. Yajo. Kilo Bravo. Mr. Cash. November. First Class. Le président de chaque club. Papa Nanounes. Jacques Chinja. Pati Bokanga. Mama Wifa. Alex Fumunsi. Thierry Thierry. Madoba Mato. Guilain Milambo. Gamer. Le petit Pamou. Yacinthe Monangani. Zouli Zulema. Lisa Razou. Kouloutou Martin Ekanga. Isipa. Arnaud Technologie. Junior Badivé. Herman Kaba. Eric Bagnin. Gino Zafouila. Jimmy Kalombo, le jeune millionnaire. Gisèle Salvatore. Boris Bono. Doli Kato. Raoul Bintou. Papi Boto. Noble. Patrick Adogo. Docteur Émile Pria. Maître Dorothée Matia. Docteur Yves Mwamba. Hervé Mwamba. Et Mérance Missenga. Le commandant Dago Lukasu. Non pas parce qu'il a l'argent, mais parce qu'il aime les gens. Personnalité de bienfaisance. Jojo Gonda, Serge Palmi. Mathieu Bicherera. Salomon Escadela. Le conseiller. L'homme qu'il faut. Patrick Bologna. 8e merveille. Couleur d'origine. Nime Chikeva. Montana Kamumbai. Kaji Mukaka Talama. Yadempoko Masaya. Papi Tombala, le roi des Amunda. Papi Lomoto. Frejo. Adita Kiese. J.R. Konike d'Orsay. Dino Matadi. Como. C'est pequeño. La favelas. La cité de Dieu. La Tiwabela. Kodeko. Okombouyi. Adjo la Souba. Silva Mabanga. Les dollars bivores. Qu'il est payé de partout. Le gouffre. Fumo Yabouala. André Kimbuta. Autorité. Francis Kalombo Solution. Peter Papana Judith. Son excellence. Cardozo Mwamba. Eric Ndala. Didas Benny. Malekaze Cosmétique. Nganda Changumuka. Christian Dienda et Julie. Chana Peko. Yves Maman Oasis. Nokolano Saint-Le La Forêt. Claudine Quinoa. Aimé Élégance. Yaja Makingi. Benoît Kopinchi. Johnny Toyeyo. Chade Kaouti. Gisèle Dati. Fils Chamou. Norbert Misaka. Léon Lot. Sylvie Malandoua. Spirituel Jean Pétrole.
véritable à Paris, il a fait le tour du monde. Mystère Moto Mabanga, Apôtre Doura, Michel Ladilouya, Claude Kiwa, le PDG KBC, contactez toujours. Bonan Kalouch, Léon Etambe na Anvers, Claude Ngoma, Oba Pacha le Baron, Yanné Maladika, Jean Appel, Claudine Moula, Nana Douga Bibiche Toba, Stéphanie Japan, Fanny Chitoua, Chilien Yandi, mais c'est le fonctionnaire. Titi Levalo, Bertin Monsolo, Freddy Ngoma, Achabit Clinton. Nossi Baba Ayeli Sou, ça c'est pour toi. Landry Bilomi, Feli Mobando, garçon de classe, Souris Jali Mamika, Alain Saint-Pierre, Robert Braza, Claude Monia Coccinelle, Costa Anseki, Roger Bouchil, José Mpaka, Père Double, Bamouké Moupé Tour Eiffel, Francis Watt École, Dédé Dikof, et les Mabiens. Fabien Universal, l'espoir de la nouvelle génération. Gilles Bavon, moi mon trésor. Et oui, l'étoile montant. Jamouya. Ton époux là le seul. Abanakini, Abivivi, Achachacha, un phénomène. Photo Joël Mbente. Kosi Manto Messe Borel. Mustapha Toulanda manque à sécurité. Arnaud Capo le béninois. Yula Bols Mouvando le monument. Kinwani, Chachumba. Le moyen le plus rapide pour envoyer de l'argent dans le monde, contactez tous Western Union. Président Tom Nalil, Mamadi, Anissé Boulamba. Bienvenue sur les Coco, Claude Fitz, Eric Lucasi, taille olympique. Viking pour tous les plafonds de Paris très fort. Flatter Mila, Arcade, Fifi Ferrari, Chaline, Sylviane Cassange, Pierre Louis, Joël Lia, Vianney Maladika, Kiki Touré, Waka Waka, Edo Lokombe, Rogeto Radio,
La merveille. Original. Laissez, écoutez bien. Original. Get up and dance.
Africa, viens danser. Europa, viens danser. America, let's dance. Sud-America, como estás? Asia, hi. Hip bazooka, haya. Voilà. Yeah, Marie-Jeanne Bolo, 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 Bolo. Original. Et pas au gahaya. Original. Hoga. 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 Lady, sexy girl, come dance with me. Do with me bad thing. 'Cause you're bad girl. I'm a bad man. Bad man. Bad man. I am original. Original. Marie-Jeanne Bolole, abanga getumbate, abunaga modaga, modaga, modaga.
Smashing the hits and good vibrations. Just listen and spread the word.
All right, good afternoon. This is Rijole Bitata, your host. You're listening to the Extraordinary Parenting Show here on piledriverradio.com. This is the end of the program. We are going to be back next week. And next week we'll be having a discussion about fatherhood. Fatherhood. What is going on with the fathers out there? While there are so many breakups, why is it that parents or fathers are not in touch with their children? Why is it that mothers are not allowing fathers to see their children? Why is this going on? How can we get over these emotional aspects of breakups and family dynamics, and what can we do to help the most affected children? So I'll see you all next week here on the Extraordinary Parenting Show on piledriverradio.com. If you want to be part of the conversation, you know what the number to call is: 07516 672 568. aid? Are you a father that cannot see his children? Are you a mother that is struggling to get the father in to see his children? Or are you just someone, a parent that doesn't want any communication with the other side? Just share your thoughts, share your story, share. I'll see you all next week.